Okay, motherfuckers. Y'all asked for this. Just kidding. I'm just, like, kind of depressed, and I just need to talk my shit. Because I'm an independent bitch, and I can talk my shit. While we do that, let's pull up the album in question. So, who's my current obsession right now? You guessed it, Miley Cyrus. I don't know why the fuck I'm so obsessed with this woman right now. Actually, I do know why. But it's just really fascinating to me why I am so obsessed with this woman right now. I don't know. I didn't see it coming. I didn't see it coming in a million years. I don't know. Anthony Fantano rating this album a 1 is offensive to the stoner lesbian community. Okay. Because anyway, Miley Cyrus and her Dead Petz. Here's why it's the best album in the entire world. Because it's ridiculous and it's stupid, but it's iconic. Like, I don't know, people just don't take art unseriously enough. But in my opinion, that's what makes it serious, bro. Like, overanalyzing unserious art is my favorite thing to do. Overanalyzing things that are stupid and ridiculous is my favorite thing to do. And that's how I feel about this album. Like, yes, it does have sentimental moments, but, like, and yes, it's a drug-induced album, but it's magical. And the fact that she dropped it on SoundCloud at the time when that was the only, like, free streaming service, I could be wrong, that's iconic. That's legendary. That's legendary. This album, I feel like, is such a fuck you to the industry, and it's such a fuck you to the press. Like, I don't know. I will always praise Miley during the early to mid 2010s because she was so, like, I'm just gonna be a dyke. I'm just gonna eat some pussy, I'm gonna smoke some weed, and y'all aren't gonna stop me. Like that's legendary. That's iconic. Like, it's just me behavior, maybe. I don't know. Bangers is iconic because it's her coming of age album, but I would argue that Miley Cyrus and her Dead Petz is even more of a coming of age album because it feels more individualistic because she mostly made all the tracks herself, and there was something about, well, I mean, she makes all her tracks, but she was working on this album for, like, years, like, prior to even Bangers. Like, but there was something about, I know, like, something relating to the production. Let me fact check real quick. Okay, gay people, I had to fact check, but she had half the budget, basically, or probably even less, that she did for Bangers to make Miley Cyrus and her Dead Petz. So she has total creative freedom and control over it. I don't know, like, I don't know, I just think okay, I'm wording it weird, but basically, it's just insane how she had so much less of a budget, but she made it work so well. Like, I don't know, bro. She had total creative freedom with this project, and I think that's why it's so sentimental to me, because, like, she was really just trying to be authentic with her art. And, like, I'm gonna start crying because this song makes me cry. Karen, don't be sad. But I think Bangers and Dead Petz have similar aura as far as, like, stoner party, but the thing that makes Dead Petz so sentimental is, I don't know, the psychedelic aura. And this song with the whole Flaming Lips vibe, it's so nostalgic. I don't know. Every time I listen to the song, I feel like she's giving me a big hug and she's telling me everything's gonna be okay. But I just love Miley Cyrus so much because she's so unapologetically silly and creative, and those are things that I've always, I guess, admired about myself. Like, I love that I can be so ridiculous and unserious and camp. I don't know, she's always just trying to be positive, and she's always just trying to see the good in things, you know, and I resonate with that. And she has been taken advantage by so many people in the industry, so many people in her life, so many people in her family. Like, the daddy issues, I'm like, girl, real. Like, I just love Miley. She's just so authentic to herself and her art, and I don't know, she's so punk in her own right. She's so punk because she has come from this industry, like she was a child star, and then she's kind of been in the world of country as is because of her dad, and she just said, fuck you, I'm gonna party and I'm gonna do whatever I want, I'm gonna be a bigger voice for people because I can. She's always been pretty vocal about, I don't know, gay rights, rights for people of color, rights for trans people. Like, she's always just been really vocal about the smaller person. Like, she's always been so personable and sentimental with her art and how she is with people, and I really appreciate that, especially with how big of a celebrity she is. Like, I don't know, her vibe right now, honestly, I'm not too familiar with. I'm just really stuck up on this era in particular. This is my favorite album right now. I know it says a lot about me. Ew. Bangers, I think, for me, is more nostalgic because a lot of, or a handful of songs from Bangers my mom did listen to growing up. So, yeah. When Miley said, don't let them win. Girl, I'm trying. Trust. The lyrics in Karen Don't Be Sad kill me. Because I think she's like, it feels like she's speaking directly at me. She's like, bitch, you can't let these people dull your flame. I'm like, I'm trying so hard not to. It's so hard sometimes. Anyway. Yeah, Bangers is so nostalgic because my mom used to listen to Adore You like all the time when I was a kid, and I really liked it. But also, I remember when Wrecking Ball, when the music video came out, and I was a little kid, and I watched it, I was like, why do my pants feel funny? But also, like, I remember being like, this is crazy. Like, well, I was like, I've seen worse. Which is crazy. I was like 8 or whatever when that music video came out. Wait. Yeah, I was like 7 or 8 when I saw it, and I was like, I've seen worse. I was expecting them to show like full like nipple. I was excited. I want to see nipple. It was crazy. Anyway, so some things never change. I'm still a flaming homosexual. Anyway, so yeah, I remember watching that music video, and I remember watching the Blurred Lines performance, and I was like, this is crazy. But at the same time, I was like, wait, why do my pants feel funny? I don't know. Like, I was so like weirded out by it, but I was also like, why is this so interesting? But then I would see like clips of her during Banger's tour, like when she had that world tour, and I remember seeing the visuals specifically the visuals for Starting My Stuff. I love that song because the visuals were like, I forgot the artist's name, but y'all know, probably won't know who I'm talking about. That one cartoon artist, he did a music video for Bjork, but he did visuals for that song, and I remember seeing them as a kid. I was like, this is crazy. Like, why is she punching a big booty diva? Like, I was like, wait. Again, like, why my pants so funny, but also like, this is so cool. Like, I remember being a kid and seeing that and being like, this is the most interesting thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm gonna add this song to my playlist. Okay, and another reason why I love Miley Cyrus and her Dead Petz is the name, but also like the fact that she, like, it's so sad. I can't believe the fact that especially her dog Floyd, he passed away during the Bangers tour, and I remember, I forgot what song it was, but she did perform a song live the day that happened, and she like could not stop crying. That performance makes me so sad. But you see what I mean? Like, when she sings these songs that she wrote about her dead pets, like, the way she gets so emotional, I'm like, she's such an empath, bro. Like, I know she's an empath because, like, if she's crying that much over a pet, I mean, I get it. Like, she gets my aura, and I think that's why I'm so just, like, I don't know. Like, she's hilarious. Like, she's so funny, but she's also so magical and authentic, and I'm like, ugh, dream girl. Literally dream girl, but yeah, Bangers, I feel like, encourages me to be more, like, party girl, swagger, and I love swag. Like, I'm really into, like, swaggery. I don't want to say a word that I want to say. But, okay, hold on. Okay, my mom texted me. But yeah, like, just swag, you know? Like, Nerd, their self-titled album, along with Jewels and Drugs by Lady Gaga, like, that kind of aura, magical. Like, smoking a joint and forgetting your troubles kind of aura. Like, that's how I feel. That's the same vibe. That's kind of with both the albums. If you want to psychoanalyze me, maybe these albums are comforting to me because weed has been something that's been very comforting to me recently. I'm trying not to let it be an addiction. I don't really think it is, but sometimes I have moments like right now where I'm sick and I'm like, I would love weed right now. I'm trying. I'm just in an interesting transitional period, so it's hard for me not to have a coping mechanism. I love to have an unhealthy coping mechanism, like, but that's all of us as humans. Like, even my friend, I have a friend, I'm not gonna say her name, because I don't want to diss her like that. I have a friend who doesn't drink or smoke or anything, but even with her, like, I don't know, she loves Dr. Pepper. Yeah, I don't know. I think point being, Miley Cyrus, and I think my Miley obsession started because I've been really into art pop as well. Like, art pop past couple years has been like my favorite, like one of my most favorite albums. And then I think once I remembered Miley Cyrus and Bangers, I was like, oh my god, this is the same decade, or not decade, same like era, like same time period, and same aura, similar aura. I would argue that Miley and her Dead Petz has a very similar aura to art pop because it's very like punk, colorful, drug induced, fuck the nonsense, and lesbian. So I think I'm using these albums as a way to find a new sense of self going forward with my move to Seattle and everything. So I'm just so swag like that. Anyway, love y'all.